Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first of a brand new video that we've got here at Free Racing Tips. And basically, this is a video that puts all of our tips and thoughts and just general racing news and everything into one place to make everything a little bit easier for you to see, watch, and ultimately get involved and just able to use the Free Racing Tips Facebook page a little bit better. So I hope you're all doing well. As I say, this is the first of a video that will they'll be happening every day around about 10:30 a.m. 11 a.m. just depending on how quickly we can get things done. But for those of you that don't know me, my name's Joe and I'm the Free Racing Tips tipster. So I'm the guy that's usually just behind the keyboard, and we thought it was good that we put a face to all those tips. So as I say, hope you're all doing well and that you enjoy this video. Please do feel free to get in touch by joining in the comments box and any thoughts that you might have on any of the tips or anything like that. Yeah, please do feel free to get in touch. So we're here, it's Tuesday morning, and thankfully the sun's out now, and it's a little bit of a nicer day. Well, it is here in Norwich anyway, where I'm based. Hopefully it is with you too. But yesterday was really horrible conditions, wasn't it? And actually many punters, I'm sure, came out. There's a bit of a graveyard for punters yesterday, wasn't it? You know, Windsor was horrible conditions, to be honest. There was even horses slipping on the corners and stuff, which you really don't want to see. The actual card at Sedgefield, that wasn't on too much testing ground, but it wasn't the best in terms of quality, in terms of jumps cards, as far as I was concerned. And of course Salisbury, where we did have a couple of nice fancies today, that was called off due to the weather as well. But things seem to be a little bit better today, not quite as much rain around, and hopefully a bit of a drying forecast for the week, but who knows, that can soon quickly turn. But yeah, for many of you, you probably thought with the Premium Tip and the Little Earner both being beaten yesterday was a bit of a poor day, but that's not the case with for our gold members, and we'll put up all the links for how you can become a gold member if you want to. That wasn't the case for them yesterday, as we actually did have a 3-1 next best bet winner at Sedgefield, and this horse actually got an excellent ride from Wilson Rennick and never really looked in too much doubt, and it was exactly what you wanted to see, and that was, as I say, available for our gold members. And I will put the links for just how you can become a gold member, as always. Also, for those of you gold members that are watching this and thinking, hang on, a couple of the tips are being shared out here, this is at 10:30 a.m. and as you'll see, the advantage of having the tips early is really put into case here with the Little Earner being back, but we'll get to that in just a little while. But yeah, if you do want to become a gold member, you do get all of your tips around about 8:30 a.m, sometimes around about 9, just depending on how long the selection process takes more than anything. But yeah, there's certainly plenty of advantages to being a gold member. And of course, we're only going to share the Premium Tip and the Little Earner with you here. The next best bet, that is exclusive to gold members. You do have to sign up to join that as well. So yeah, decent day of action lined up today, certainly a little bit better than yesterday. And we race from Newcastle, Leicester, Huntington and Wolverhampton. So we've got 2 flat meetings on the turf, 1 jumps meetings, and then 1 on the all-weather this evening. So there's actually a little bit for everything there. And as I say, gold members got all of these tips a couple of hours ago now, so hopefully they've already got their bets on. But we're going to share with you now what is our Little Earner for today. That goes in the 5:35 at Newcastle, so the last race of the day there at Newcastle. And our tip here is Orwellen, and this is currently a 13-2 shot. Now, you might be looking at that thinking, how can you have a 13-2 shot each way? Although, of course, if it places and you do go each way, you'll see small returns, but it's not, is it really worth it? At 13-2, I wouldn't have tipped this horse, but it was actually was a 9-1 shot at around about 8:30 this morning, and that's when gold members did actually get the tip. So sometimes, you know, that's been really heavily backed. That's maybe not always the case, but you know, certainly just shown an advantage of being a gold member, because that 9-1 now looks like a huge price, and 13-2 is the general price as well. That's actually 13-2 favourite as well this morning, and you can currently get that 13-2. That is available with BetVictor at the moment. This horse does handle good to soft ground, and I don't think we'll have any problems with the conditions today. It's going to be a little bit testing at Newcastle, but as I say, Orwellen seems to deal with that. There's one on this kind of going, and there's also one at Southwell, which is actually an all-weather track that, although many people will think that the all-weather tracks are suited to fast ground horse, actually Southwell is a fibre sand surface. It's the only fibre sand surface in the country, and actually, when looking at how the results go there, the Southwell, the surface there is actually suited to those horses that seem to like a bit of cut in the ground anyway, or it certainly wouldn't put you off a horse that enjoys Savile. You'd expect them to have a bit of cut in the ground, so that's a good sign as well. Has Paul Mulrennan on board as well, who I think is a really good jockey, having an excellent season. You won't always see him at the big meetings, to be honest. I think he's quite a clever jockey that gets his placing quite right and sort of thinks, well, if the likes of Hughes and Moore and William Buick and people like that are going somewhere else, I think a lot of the time he actually goes and picks up fairly decent rides at maybe the lesser tracks, but picks up a few more wins. And Paul Mulrennan is the sort of man I want involved in this kind of contest. And I think Orwellen has an excellent chance. At 9-1 this morning, I thought that was a bit overpriced. Now a 13-2 shot, as I say. That is an advantage of being a gold member, but still, you know, if this horse wins, you're not going to be moaning if you get it at 13-2 either. So that's the little earner for today. Also, a real bonus for this video for you is that we're actually going to share the premium tip with you. As I say, gold members get it a couple of hours ago, but you're going to get this now. And this has been back just a little bit, not too much. But our premium tip today, that goes in the 2:30 at Newcastle. And our tip here is Sweet Dream, and that's currently a 2-1 shot. And it was at 85-40 with BetVictor, so just a small bit of money for the premium tip today. Now, this horse produced a really smart performance on debut when second behind the highly rated Time Tested in similar conditions last time out. And if in that kind of move today, I think we'll take all the beating, as that was a really strong maiden, and Time Tested has gone on to finish second in some decent races. Was disappointing last time out, actually, Sweet Dream, but that was on quick ground, and it seems as though this horse just does prefer a little bit of soft in the going, which certainly has today at Newcastle. These conditions look to be ideal for Rafe Beckett's charge, and I think he looks to be a really good bet there in the 2:30 at Newcastle. Sweet Dream. Right, so there we're going to share with you the premium tip and the next best bet. There, of course, we'll put all of the links below that you need to if you want to just see these in writing as well, but we also do have a next best bet for today, but unfortunately, as I said, that is available to gold members only. But I will say that our next best bet looks to be another decent shot actually today. I think next best bet, it goes at Leicester, and I think it's a horse that, although is carrying top weight, looks to be a classy one in this kind of field. By no means a classy horse, I wouldn't say, with all respect to connections, but in this race could be the class act. And we also have a 1-point single as well, which we offer to gold members, and that also goes at Leicester. And I think, although a bit of a short price, should take all the beating. And all of those 4 horses, that premium tip, the next best bet, the 1-point single, and the little earner, they all go to make the lucky 15 for today. And it's not stated in there which one is the next best bet either, but the Lucky 15, the link is below for those of you who are Lucky 15 members and want to see all of today's selections. But of course, you know 2 of them because the premium tip and the little earner are both in that one. So they're all of the tips for today. Any questions on any of them or any points that you have, please do feel free to put anything in the comments box below. In terms of any sort of racing news or anything that we want to talk about at the moment, we've got Future Champions Day coming up on Friday, and then, of course, Champions Day on Saturday. But we're going to look at the former to begin with, and this is, of course, where we see many of the star 2-year-olds for the season competing. It's probably going to be really testing ground, isn't it, at Newmarket, actually, on Friday. But hopefully we still get some really good fields, and some of the star names are still in action. We've got a trio of Group 1s with the Dewhurst Stakes, the Middle Park Stakes, and the Fillies Mile. And I think you've actually got 3 really, really strong favourites in this one. There's joint favourites in the Dewhurst with Esticar and Glen Eagles, both at 7-4. Can't see too much getting close to these at the moment. Like to know what you think on this, but I think I'll be backing the form of the Richard Hannon horse for Sheikh Hamdan Al Maktoum. That's Esticar, and currently a 7-4 shot. I think this horse is a tough horse. I think he will handle some testing conditions as well. I think he's got a fantastic attitude and could be a real star next season as well. In the Middle Park Stakes, you've got the incredible Ivorwood, who's had a superb season for Richard Hughes and Richard Hannon. Should take all the beating in this one. I think Richard Hughes I think he's really excited about Ivorwood. If you listen to an interview with him on At the Races yesterday, and I think yeah, Ivorwood will probably take all the beating. But you know, most people think that because the horse is currently at 4-5. So in terms of an anti-post bet, there's nothing from me on that. I couldn't be backing a horse at 4-5 when you still can't be 100% sure that they are going to run, depending on conditions and things. So we'll keep an eye on that market as the as things go on. The Fillies Mile is the final Group 1, and you've got Lucidia, or Lucida, however you want to say it, and that's currently a strong favourite at 7-4. I think this horse is another one that's probably going to take all the beating for Jim Bolger and Kevin Manning. I think certainly a decent horse who won at Newmarket last time out, but also maybe at 9-2, one that's a little bit more out there. I'm actually anticipating a really good day for Richard Hannon. I think Marsh Hawk at 9-2 might make some appeal. I think won on fairly testing ground last time out and does look to be a bit of a class act who could just have that next bit of improvement in him. I think perhaps some of these might not improve too much, but I think that Marsh Hawk could still go that one step. And this is the kind of race you'd think, of course, being a Fillies Mile, that will certainly have a big say in the betting for the Oaks next year. So do keep an eye on that. And if your horse does bolt up in this, then perhaps you might want to back them for the Oaks next year. As you say, that would be the most likely aim. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and if you've had any anti-post bets on future Champions Day. As I say, Gold members, you don't need to worry too much about this video because you've already got all of these tips a couple of hours ago. And as I say, you got that little earner at 9-1. So so well done for that, for getting on that. But yes, everyone else, if you remember, there is the link for the Gold membership if you did want to sign up. If not, these videos are going to be posted around about this time every day. And there's plenty of opportunities for you to get involved. Of course, you're getting the premium tip now just by not having to even sign up, by just having to watch the video and have to watch me, which you might think actually I'd rather pay the money. But yeah, all the links you need, they're below in the comments box. But thank you for watching this video. There'll be many more. As I said, if you've even got any ideas or anything that you'd like me to include in this video, then feel free to get in touch. But for today, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. Hopefully we can have a day of winners, and the rain has gone away for a little bit. Hopefully that can stay away. Thanks for watching today. Bye-bye.